How you guys doing today? Welcome to another stream. We are going to be building some stuff. I think today is a good day to be working on this area. And welcome to everybody. Leon, Gamer Randon, Pirate Lord, Lucas, Mixie, Cavally, Rumiel, and Craft Gig. And take the Alex. Welcome to everybody. Good to see you all. I am going to make some serious renovations to this area. Some serious renovations. Medtech, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But first, before I start, I want to have a good idea of what I'm going to do. I just don't like this. I don't like this whole area right here. What we're going to do, I think... This is gonna take some thinking, because I think what I might do is raise this up to the level of, yeah, to that level right there. And then we'll have like big arches along here, make it look real sexy. All that good stuff. Serious renovations, heard that one before, yes. It's a word and term we are all too familiar with, aren't we? But in a good way, right? Usually renovations means good stuff. I guess I should turn my replay mod on real quick, shouldn't I? All right, record server on, and let's get back to it. But this area looked a little derpy, so we're gonna fix that up today. At least that is the idea. The idea. Okay, not that tall. How am I gonna do this? Okay, so we're actually going to bring that down. Because the thing is we want to make sure that wall right there is still plenty tall. You like all the colors? Well, thank you very much. I put a lot of hard work into coming up with these colors. All right, I'm gonna go from here. Let's see here. How far up do I want to go? Actually, I do. I have an idea. All right, so let's just give this a try. How wide do we want this road? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. So what I am thinking about doing is this is going to be a steady incline going up until it reaches like about here. And then it's gonna go diagonal into this area right there. I think we also may change this tower, possibly. I'm leaning towards yes. But let's just keep working on this and see what we can come up with. But I'm thinking every 3 spaces will be a step up. So here's a step up right here. I guess that should go back one more. All right. I need the replace tool. Replace 4. Hey, Austin Tex, Baby Dragon, and LeBron James. Welcome. Great to have y'all. And Silent Scale, what's up, man? Great to see ya. How's Weeboo tonight? All right. Let's keep going down this way. And let's do the thing. Just like so. Maybe a little bit steeper. I don't know. That should be fine. Keep going up. Let's see. Let's actually, before we commit to this, see exactly how well it's going to work. One, two, three. LeBron James, thank you for that follow. I think what we're gonna have to do is go up in twos instead. And Skybox, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. I think we aren't going to hurt too much by going up in twos. Skillywags, now that's some commitment right there. I will admit. That sounds wrong. More in a joking kind of way. But welcome there, Skillywags. Good to see ya. Hey there, creeps. How are you today? Good to see ya. Baby Dragon 69, thank you for that follow, and a welcome to the Red Clan. I kind of wanted to do like a coming up and then like, you know, like a snail shape entrance to get into there, but I just don't know. I don't know. There's not enough room in this area. And see, my idea is that it'll go up in steps like this. It'll come back till about here. It'll go up the next level, and then it'll go back. So something like that. And it'll go all the way back to the wall. Something like that. This is not very organic. Yes, well, I did not like what we had before. We may still put in a little bit of an organic slope to this. I'm just getting the outline right now, getting the idea of what the slope's going to be and exactly what we want to do. So I'll keep working with it until I'm happy with it. But if it comes back like so, so it's sort of like, the idea is it's going to be a little bit stepped, and then it's going to go the diagonal up to there. But great to see you there, Pigland and P Musk. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Okay. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing, Kevin, is going to be straight right here, but then we can do that organic curve starting about from this right there. I just need to decide on where the path is going to go and how it's going to slope up. I could be really using some voxel right now. Somebody get me voxel perms. Somebody help. All right. It's gonna need to be a little bit steeper than this, I imagine, but something like that. So it comes up and then it twists over and around. And we still have, it's still very defensive. Kind of like that. I think it works. Kinda, sorta, woulda, coulda. And then we can have like trees in these sort of like potted areas. This right here can come up. And then in fact, we can go ahead and, you know, this will also add in some asymmetry on the wall here. By doing that. Making all of this that level, so that way we only have these. Yeah. But yeah, there's gonna be a tree, like a tree there, a tree here. That'll add a nice little like borders kind of deal. Then that'll lead back into here and around. It's just making curves are never easy to do. But I'm sure we can come up with something kind of interesting. I guess we should do the outside edges first. That's always one of the hardest things to do. It's figuring out the slope of the edges. Like, for example, this right here is already looking a little bit sloppy. Sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Well, that's a possibility, Kevin. A show of force, a show of might. Lions are typically that kind of thing you would see as a, you know, people have them on their driveways. It's lions signify strength and pride. I guess that's why they call them a pride of lions. Because they are proud. Pride. They are pride. Yes, there we go. Proper English. Hey there, Riley. How are you doing? All right, obviously that's not really all that good. We're gonna have to keep figuring out the slope. We get the very basic idea in right now. And then we will come back through and refine this bad boy. There we go. This is a Vinsvep song. It is specifically, the current song is Satire by Vinsvep. Satire. So yeah, straight up and through. And I guess what we'll do is this is gonna come out through here. This has better possibilities than what we had before. I didn't like the terrain how we had it before. It needed some revising. Alright, so it actually needs to come this way a little bit. Just playing around with it right now, just getting it a kind of what we need to do. The row kind of flips out a little bit. I like S-shaped roads, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get that all the way down there. Yes, I know it is sloppy. I know it's an absolutely poor road right now. But we don't want a straight diagonal, so we got to bow it out just a tad bit. So we'll start with a 2, another 2. It needs to bow out and come back. So we'll go out 2, and then we're gonna do diagonal. And then it's gonna start coming back like this. Yeah. All right, that's a little bit better of a curve like that. Hey there, Vasa, what's going on? Welcome. Trollsta? What was it you said? Trollstein Norge. Interesting. Yeah, I just started streaming there, Vasa. We won't be doing a long stream tonight. I just wanted to get the stream in today. Because like I said, we're going to have a crying episode this weekend. And it's nice to have some content to show. And by doing these streams, we are able to produce that said content. Alright, and we still got to keep it relatively even, so we'll do that later again. We got to keep doing this. Wait, what time is it? Time set 6,000. There we go. Now we got a little bit more light. Ducom Blue 1, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Why do I stream when you have to sleep? Well, I stream when I pretty much get home from work. Well, at least recently I have been. I do weekend streams where I stream more towards the midday, for me at least. So I try to accommodate most of the time zones as much as I can, but I'm not always able to do so. Okay. I am now working on the causeway which leads up from down here. Okay, we're gonna have to cut off the edge here a little bit. Gonna have to cut it off like this, kind of slice off the edge. It's a little bit better, I guess. So we have a 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then it's gonna start coming inwards like we're already doing, sorta, kinda. And then this is going to be a wall there. Don't need to extreme myself. Well, all I gotta say is I do my best. I will stream when I am able. Okay, so that just barely fits. But we're able to go up straight and then curve inwards to the gate, which works, kind of works. We need to get that up to there, and that needs to come over to here. So that way we have our next level of platform. There we go. I love it when you do these weekday streams. I work out of town, state during the week, and when I'm home for the weekend, I try to spend as much time with the wife as much as possible before I have to go out again. Yeah, those rough schedules, man. Rough schedules. Yes, I try to stream whenever I can. The wife is at work tonight, but tomorrow night I will not be doing, I will not be streaming. And do I do esports? No, I do not. Honestly, sports are not really my kind of thing. I do Minecraft. If Minecraft were a sport, if building in Minecraft were a sport, that'd be kind of interesting. Speed building. You know, that would actually be a really neat skill to have, or like a neat sport to do, is like speed building. Stack 5 minus, actually no, stack 10 minus A. But yeah, speed building I think would be a really cool kind of sport to implement into society. Or into Minecraft. Like maybe there could be like legit Minecraft conventions where they do legit building speed builds. Like not like really crappy speed builds, but like really quality speed builds. If sleeping were a sport. If only, right? If only. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock all that out. And we're gonna go ahead and grab from there to there. Stack 10 minus A. So by doing this, we raise it up a little bit. It gives it a little bit more asymmetry. I'm just kind of... Well, no, this could all be gardens in here. This could all look nice, actually. Not quite sure what to do with in here. We're just going for right now. We're gonna just go ahead and do this. Yeah. All right, speed building will be pretty intense, I guess. MC BuildCon. Well, I am no expert at speed building, so it's not that I really am going to participate in that. Honestly, the Conquest Reforged team is going to be doing something, and for the BuildCon, we're going to be doing a stream. I mean, I'll be hosting the stream, but that's about all I know. Since the streaming video aspect of you know, Reforged seems to be my specialty, I guess it just kind of makes sense. All right, we're gonna do this. Fill R320. We're just gonna fill these with dirt, just because. What is this server called? You can go ahead and check down in the description below, Zord Zindax, and it'll give you all that you need to know. This is the Conquest Reforged server. You're gonna need the mod first. You're gonna need the Conquest Reforged mod. What? I do not approve. Really? There we go. And we'll do the same thing right here. All right, so now you guys kind of get the idea. What do you guys think? All right, Cloud9, well, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time, hopefully. If being single was a sport. If being single was a sport. That would be the thing, wouldn't it? All right, so that's kind of what I had in mind. It doesn't look too bad. I do believe that I should have the next level. I should have like it right. That doesn't line up. That is something that kind of bothers me, but we can work around that. Because what I'm kind of thinking is like this would go straight back like this. And then maybe it would go straight in like so. We want to make sure it's on the same level as that over there. So it keeps going up in tiers, or levels. Whatever the whatever the proper English terminology for that is. There's that. Let's go ahead and fill this bad boy in. We got to figure out all that region too, but that will come later. There we go. What? Hey. I do not approve. There we go. Are you serious? Are you surreal? Okay. There we go. All right, so I think that's a little bit better so far. Getting pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and tear down. Actually, no. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I need to tear this down too. This right here doesn't really suit me. I need to figure out this wall right here. I don't know. It's sort of like a grand entrance into the palace. Like, I'm planning on these to be somewhat like gardens, like small trees. Maybe like Kevin had suggested, maybe lion statues towards the bottom. Just like, yeah, a symbolism of power as you walk up the steps that leads into the palace. That's sort of the intention behind all of that. And then what I might do is make this more rounded right here. So like the road would start rounding right there, and then it'll also split up this way. I think we're gonna add in more variation in leveling so that it's a little bit more organic. Like, again, what Piglin was suggesting is a little bit more organic. Yeah, a little bit more organic to it. Hey there, Nova. Have a sewer outlet for the plot at the road that can be opened up and released on the enemies. Yeah, that's actually perfectly in line with this right here. I'm not sure if I did that intentionally or not. At the U in the road? Yeah, this is gonna be all rounded right here. I'm trying to think how I want to do this right here, though. I know this could be done better. Let's just go ahead and do this for right now. Let's smash all this down. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is just erase all of this from here to here. Position to set air. All right, so now that gives us a little bit more of a blank palette to work with, except for this right here. Let's go ahead and take this out as well. Set air. All right, so a blank palette. That looks nice. And so now what we want to do is take this on down and around. So we're going to use the red to sort of indicate this. All right, MedTake, we'll see you next time. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not planning on doing a long stream tonight. This is just going to be a relatively short stream. All right, two. We want this to be pretty much lined up right here. So that's going to be a 5, I guess. No, we want this to be thicker. We want that to be much thicker. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then it's going to start doing this kind of deal. There we go. So it's going to come down, bloop, and back around. There's no port in Crine. At least not right now. There most likely will be in the future, though. But not in the way that you guys are sort of wanting me to. Like, it's not going to be, like, part of the castle. I'm planning on the port being more of the city, if there's going to be a city around this thing. Okay. Alright, so then I'm planning on this being something like this. So it's gonna be kind of like you're walking through a little canyon kind of deal. Maybe it'll be just like on the same edge. Something like that. And then maybe this will come out straight like that. Is that even? Yeah, that's even, so we'll come over one more like so. This is just a theory kind of deal right here, as this is not set in stone. It's set in wool right now. Just kind of testing the idea. And then there could be an arch right here. Or something. Portcullis, not port. Leading into the portcullis would be cool. Yeah, there will be a portcullis here. That's probably what you were leading to. We'll see. Maybe like a path branch off into the Gardeb areas and have little garden areas. I think some cool statues. Gotta go time to eat. Portcullis. All right. Trying to catch up on chat. I don't want to miss out on what you guys are saying. There we go. All right, and then there will be something of a wall right here, I guess. And then this would also come up this way. I'm just trying to build up this region a little bit more. It just seemed a little bit too chill for what it was supposed to be. It's a really bad way of explaining it, but it didn't work for me, so We're doing a little bit of renovations. Just a little bit. And obviously we got to make this a little bit more streamlined. Something like that. 2, 2, 2. 2, 1. What the? 2, 2, 2. Okay. That kind of works. It doesn't work for you. Sorry to hear that, man. If you have any questions regarding the Reforged launcher, you need to go to the ConquestReforged support channel on Discord. All you gotta do is do !Discord in here in chat. That'll give you the link, and then you can go over and ask. You pretty much just ask. You gotta submit your crash report and all that good stuff, and then they'll be able to reply to you with some ideas as to how you can fix your issue. Ah, yeah, that might be the issue. You had to re-download it. Re-download the launcher. Hey there, Isaac. What's up, man? Great to see ya. Building away. Chipping away at crime, little by little. It's about all I can do. Alright, and we're gonna go to here. We're gonna do stack 10 minus A. There you go. Now that's a little bit more of a solid line, and then of course we would do this number like this as well. That would round off the edges. And then I'm not quite sure what I would do with this over here. I guess that would just go straight over. There would be an arch right here. I guess there would be something of a wall there. I think what we're going to end up doing is redesigning this area. I don't know, we might just keep that. But there has to be a better way of doing what we're trying to do right here, you know? No, Isaac's a good boy there, Vasa. He's a good boy. Don't take that weird. He's a good boy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this on up. Oh, your computer wouldn't be able to handle the mod? Sorry to hear that, man. Because this is epico. This mod is by far the greatest thing I have ever seen for building. Honestly, I haven't really even tried that many mods, but yeah, I can honestly say this is dope. This is dope, bruh. All right, so we have a nice large moon thingamajigger right there. I feel like we still got to do more with this, though. We have that organic path leading up to the gate. I like that. I like this area more. It's this tower right here that I think is bothering me. It just seems a little bit... It's a little spindly. And I think something that may help me with this is if we make a building right here. So like all of this could possibly be made into some type of building. Something like this. Something like that. And then it would have like the Tudor top and everything. Something like... I guess something like this building right here, where you have the tutors sort of sticking out of the wall. Oh, you won. Fantastic there, Isaac. Very glad to hear. Congratulations. Stack 10 minus A. Stack 15 minus A. But yeah, I think that this may be on the right track. I just felt like that area was a little bit lacking. Maybe some brown wool here. Let's go ahead and search for our wool blocks really quick. Brown wool indicates... Also, I'm going to be redoing this tower right here. I'm not sure if we're going to do that tonight. But I do have a good plan for it, so stay tuned. Alright, we gotta do tool info. And then replace 4. We're gonna go from there to there. We're gonna do set 3512. Same thing on the back side. From there to there. We want to make sure all of that's orange there. Okay. One thing I need to make sure is that this is even. Or not even, but odd. Why does it always, like, tend to end up that way? Like, it's like a curse. But actually that works out because this wall needed to be moved out 1 anyways. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and move 1. And then you can imagine there's probably going to be... Here we go. Yeah. But you can imagine there's going to be some arches in there. Things like that. It'll look pretty nice, hopefully. And then we can go ahead and add on something of a roof right here. Where it comes up 3, and then we can have it start going up to a steep. Because then that'll connect to the roof. Alright, so how far does it go up? It goes up 2, and then it starts peaking. Like that. Well, let's just keep working with this. Maybe we can, maybe it will turn out pretty good. Keep working with it. That's the only way to find out if something's going to work or not. The reason why I wanted this here is because I just feel like this gate right here was a little bit spindly. It felt like there needed to be something more solid in this space. By adding this here, it's going to make not only that tower more solid, but also the gatehouse. It really is there, Vupros. If you are interested in a building mod that's going to vastly improve your building experience, the Reforged mod is definitely for you. Alright, so we're going to do stack 10 minus A. Okay. Let's keep doing this, just see if that will work. Bloopity bloopity bloop. And bloopity bloopity bloop. Okay. So even on this side, this side's gonna look a little bit odd. Well, actually what we could do over here is just make all of this stone. We could just make all of this stone. So that will take care of that problem. Set 35-1. So yeah, making all the backside stone, maybe put a couple dormers in there. I think that'll help that. There we go. I'm more of a fantasy builder, but I think I can try out some medieval builds. Well, those days are coming there, skillywags. Those days are coming. If you stay tuned, you may just live to see them. We're gonna make these walls just a tad bit bigger. To there. Reason why I want to make these a little bit bigger is so I can make some better fortifications on them. Or on it. Also, I think maybe we should raise this tower some, so that all of those fortifications will be up above the roof level. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and raise this up a tad bit. From there to here. Position tool, and we're gonna go ahead and move 5. I think we might have to move it more than that. Nope, perfect, 5. That's all we needed to do. And now we're gonna go ahead and stack. Actually, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 15, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do H cylinder, 35, 15, 5, 5. I know you guys can't see right now, so I'm trying to get out. There we go. Out. Well, you gotta wait. You gotta be here for my weekend streams there. Oh, that's too big. You gotta be here for my weekend streams, Kelligath. I just have to do what works for me, you know? My weekday streams, I have to work around my work schedule. So I'm sorry that I can't match the Europeans because, you know, just sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just glad to be able to stream when I can. Because a lot of the time I feel uninspired. So whenever I stream is when I stream. If you stay tuned, he's going to delete everything again. I can only imagine. Who knows? You're probably right, Vasa. You are probably right. And then what we can do here is we can put a roofed wall section right there, just like maybe that over there. In fact, maybe we could do that right there with this wall right here. Kevin, didn't you have like 500 or something? I seem to remember you having like a bunch of points. And then you gambled them all away. Hey, baby dragon. What's going on? Missing a stair on the crenellations of the Black Tower. Wouldn't be that one by any chance, would it? You guys in your OCD. Me, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Alright, yeah, I think we could do that. I think this could actually turn out pretty good. And I think it's only 1s in between. We'll go spaces of 2s. Maybe this should be more defensive. Yeah, see that right there, that's an issue. So maybe we'll just do by 1s. And we can do the red brick crenellations like I had been doing. Let me go ahead and grab some of this red brick, and let's see what we can do with it. I think we're gonna go ahead and round this off a little bit. All right, so start there, we do that. And we keep going across. Wait, it only goes up this high, right? Yeah, something like that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Are you going off an inspiration picture? No, I'm not. I am not bad Dukan, right? I should be going from inspiration. Always inspiration. Okay, and then on the outside of this, I think what we're gonna do is take those out, and we're going to make it so that there is a solid buttress holding up this tower. So let me go ahead and stack this down. Stack 15. Then we're gonna go ahead and move this out 1. Move, actually no, stack 1. And then we're gonna go ahead and stack it from here. And then we're gonna stack it again from right there. Do you think that the metadata won't work on Mac Air? Well, we don't use metadatas anymore, but we use the mod, ConquestReforged mod. But I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. But I wouldn't know. I am not an expert when it comes to computers. And I'm not even an expert when it comes to building. But I do what I like to do, and by doing it, I do something. Right. Okay. I really don't like that, so it's gonna come out like that. Aha! Better. At least marginally better. So that way we have a little bit of red over there, a little bit of red there. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix this portion right here. That's gonna need to be kind of redone. I do want to try to have inspiration for that gate though, but I don't feel like looking something up right now. Yeah, it's not too bad. What do you guys think about this new sort of layout here? Actually, let me go ahead and try to work on this road a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and actually fill this all in with this material here. It's this one. So 218, fill R 218, 10, 10. There we go. And then we're gonna go down 1 block. Okay. And then we're gonna go down by 1 block. Like so. All right, so that's kind of the easy, cheaty way of getting what you want done. There we go, and then I gotta figure out kind of what I wanna do with this. I guess this is gonna kind of come over. We wanna make sure that there's a solid angle going all the way across. I think we actually should go by 2s. So let's try 2s really quick. Let's see if that will be an even distribution of angle. Yes, perfect. All right, and then we could probably do another 2 right here. And then we could also go up here and continue this. 2, 2, 2. And then this is where it gets a little bit odd right there, but that's okay. I can work with that. If you have inspiration for Duke, ask me to give you permission. Yes. Oh, you got Reforged work. Fantastic. I am an enthusiast when it comes to building. And hello there, Cranker Man. How you doing, man? Cranker Man. Cranker Man. How you doing, man? All right, so we have a little bit of a curve there. Maybe we can continue that curve just a little bit. Something like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Obviously, we need to keep working on it. right now. Just throw in some half slabs. Okay, there needs to be more of a curve here. This actually needs to come out more. It needs to round the corner a little bit, because right now it's really static. So whatever I do, I need to demonstrate that it's going around. All right, and then it starts going like that. Is that okay? I don't know. Let's give that a try. Give me a second before I start reading comments. There we go. And we gotta do this one a little bit more as well. Wankerman. If you guys don't know, Crankerman is the guy he's the author of the TME shaders. Really fantastic shader pack, and I would suggest that to anyone. Really, really beautiful shader pack. Definitely worth checking out. Something isn't working isn't not working for me. I am terrible at curves, Kurgan. I don't do these on a regular basis. Alright, so let's just start with that. Let's just start with a start. Wait. Oh, it goes down one more. Well, dang it. Let's go ahead and knock all that out. Still making it worse. Well, I know, Kurgan. AJ5007, thank you so much for stopping by. Or thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Red Clan. All right, so let's take out those half slabs. Let's try to get this. Let's try to figure out where we should make the first curve. Because it shouldn't be there. Let me think. It shouldn't be there either. Oh, actually, it could be here. Is where the first level could be. And then sort of be, you can sort of have another step going up there. Have one sort of in the middle, I'm thinking. Sort of doing the middle there. And then, I guess keep that one sort of where it is. Just adjust it. All right, let's push this back. Let's figure this out. And Vubervus, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. I appreciate that. That ain't gonna work either. It kind of works. It swings in and swings back out. Because it's gonna come back up here. Okay, let's just knock all this out really quick. Could you not make the corners of the red building? There is a hard clash between angular and organic. Could you not make the corners of the red building? The corners of the red building. The corners of the red building. The corners of the red building. You mean this? Wait, what? I confused. All right, Vasa, have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. And Leon Dubrovink, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Vubervos. Vubervos. And the dirt retaining wall. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be square in the end. It's not gonna, like, be straight like this in the end. There's going to be ornamentation on it and all kinds of crazy stuff. Maybe what we should do is go ahead and knock that back a little bit. All right. I think that's okay. And then that can go up like that. And we need to sort of curve it back and then out again, I guess, right here. Keep working with it. We'll come up with something. Call me Vuber. Okay, I'll call you Vuber then. Vuber. Do you drive Uber? How's that for cheesy or corny? I really need to have like a you know, one of those graphics where whenever I tell one of my corny jokes, like I can click the thing and it'll like show like a farmer. That was corny kind of thing. Okay, that looks horrible. Why can't I get this right? All right, let me look up curved roads. Maybe that will inspire me. Fire Blair, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Have I ever made curved roads in Grind yet? I always follow a path. Okay, here's kind of one. Okay, so that one looks good. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much because it's so big. Maybe it's just the size that's really not working for this right now. We can go ahead and cut this back a little bit. So we have level, level, level. Maybe this needs to be cut back a little bit more. Okay, let's give that a look. All right, and then let's go ahead and cut this out just a tad bit. It's too thick. Just don't do curves. It's just different angles on each layer. I mean, I kind of am getting it now. You want to try to make it in sort of like a moon shape. Since we only have so many layers to work with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers that we can work with. So we have to make them sort of quarterly. So you have 1 quarter, 2, 3, 4 quarters. However, this one is going to, instead of like curving inwards, like towards the inside, it's going to sort of do this kind of thing, curve out. We also would need to do something with this right here. Maybe we can make this end piece into more of a solid structure. Like maybe a flat top structure where a whole bunch of guards can do stuff. Just don't do curves, just do different angles on each. You can add another layer with slabs. Well, I know that, I'm adding slabs, but I'm just deciding. So what you're just saying is just kind of do a straight angle here, straight angle there, and a straight angle there. Because that's a straight angle right there. That's straight, this is curved, and that's curved. So what you guys are suggesting is just do straight angles then. Mike Hunt, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. I just need a little bit of time. All I need. All I need. When I don't do something for a long time, you know, it's not just something that's going to happen for me. It doesn't happen for anyone. If you haven't done curvy stuff, it's not just a natural inclination. You have to practice at it. Practice at it. And maybe what needs to happen with this is the curve kind of needs to be like, not a curve, but the slant, the slope needs to be something like that. So you kind of come up diagonally and then you come up and around. You just need 2 diagonal steps and 1 straight step at the middle. Ah, I see. So you're just saying just do straight like this. Straight down the middle. I feel like what we had before was going to work a little bit better. But let's keep trying this. Let's do a diagonal here. So diagonal, that's the radius there, and then we're gonna have another diagonal here. This is what you guys are suggesting. So we have a diagonal, straight, diagonal, and then this right here is going to, yeah, I don't know. I felt like what we had before kind of was a little bit better. All right, just let me work on this. Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. All right, that's too much. All right, so we have a 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. We have a 3, and then we can go ahead and do something like this. 2, and then we have a 3 in the middle. See, what I'm trying to do is sort of like it comes up and then sort of sloops at the end. See, it comes up, sloops in the end. And then same thing I want to do with this one is it comes out and then slopes at the end. It's kind of hard to represent here, however. In fact, it's near impossible to represent there, but get the idea. James Bond, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Okay. So let's go ahead and now use half slabs to draw out the rest of the curve. Okay. See if we do that. Okay, let's do this. Comes out 2. Go out 1, and then it's gonna come out 1 more layer. All right, so that's where it's gonna be a little bothersome right there, but it's all right. This doesn't seem to be too bad, actually. I guess we'll find out once we get a nice little sky view of it. Okay, this back here, that needs a little bit of work, so maybe what we could do is slant that in a little bit more. Take that, take these. We have a 2. We need a 2 there. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then it comes back 1, 1. All right, we still need to work this out. So maybe we can do that. That and that. 3. Okay, we're still missing that. We're still missing the curve on this. So maybe we can push that in. The slab should yet have another curve. Let's do this actually then. Because this right here, if we do that out anymore, it's going to be a little bit worse. This is curving back around and inwards. This one right here. See, we're trying to do that pie chart thing. Maybe this could come down a little bit more. Since we have half slabs of everything, it doesn't hurt if we use a little bit more. Okay. And then this one can come out a little bit farther as well. Knock all that out and then back up 2s. All right. Make it thicker than the ends. try that. Yeah. We're still talking about stairs, right? Did it take a while to start your Reforged launcher for the first time? Yes, it did. It takes a while to download and everything. Okay, this one might be a little bit big, so we can go ahead and push this back a little bit. Maybe to here. Alright, no, not that. Let's keep pushing that back a little bit. So we have a 3, 1, 1, and then we can do a 2 there. Alright, it's a little bit better. This right here, we're gonna have to fix that. And honestly, looking at that right now, besides that, and also there's a little bit of discrepancy here. That makes that too straight. Maybe what we could do is just connect those and then do that. So we have a 2. Yeah, that's not too bad. I use launcher, but I can use all the mods if I install them one by one. You can't use the launcher, but you can use the mods all by one. Interesting. I don't understand why that would be. You're so poor right now. But in all honesty, I mean, that looks like a pretty good curve right there. I mean, it looks like it, you know, that actually works out. I mean, the only thing that doesn't work is these ends right now. So what I'm gonna do with that is we'll go ahead and draw this out all the way to the end. So what is this? That is a 218. So we're gonna go ahead and grab it from there to here. Set 218, I think that's 10. I need to figure out what to do with this. Do you get crowns if you donate? No, there's no crowns if you donate. Well, at least, I don't know if there is a way to set that up. But honestly, there's no reward for crowns yet. So there's no reason for people to donate for crowns, even if I did have it for that. Load Claw brings 26 warriors to aid in the conquest. How's that Witcher going there, Load? Welcome to the stream. And welcome to all ye Load Beardanians. This is what we're working on currently. Good old Crine. A project of over a year, 2 years of working on this. Currently, we're working on the entrance leading, well, actually, probably like the 50th entrance. You first got to make it up the bridge, through there, through the Barbican, through the gate. Then you got to get through that gate, comes up here to this drawbridge, through the gate, through the kill box, and you got to come up through here, etc. So there's a lot of different ways to get through here. Gwent is going well. I mean, Witcher. I never actually played, well, I played Gwent. I always lost. I never really understood the concept of Gwent. I did look it up, but I don't know. It's just not really a game for me. Card games have never really been a thing for me. I think you can use real money to get rich on here. Yeah, well, it is what it is, I guess. Gwent is a lot of fun. Yeah, I just never got into it. Never really became my thing on the whole Witcher thing. I play Witcher so that I can... The main reason I played Witcher was just for the inspiration. You know, really the only reason I bought the game was so that I could get inspired from Minecraft. And I really did. Witcher has so much inspiration in it. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, I have no clue. Oh, I know what I was gonna do here. I was gonna make a solid fort-like structure thing like this. I think we're going to inlay it a little bit so that we don't. Okay, good. That's perfect. Let me get this worked out real quick. So from there down to there, we're gonna do walls 35, 14. Yes, there's gonna be like all kinds of different textures in there. In fact, we do have a new fish scale cobble we can work with. Oh, in fact, I want to see what this is gonna look like. Let's do that real quick. We have this new fish scale cobble, the colorful fish scale cobble. So we're gonna go ahead and change that to that. So we need to do brush, sphere, 240, 218, 10. I'm sorry. And Javid, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. I appreciate that. 2, and we're gonna do mask 218, 10. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, was it just 1? There we go. So let's just give this a try. This will add in a really nice blingy bling. Obviously, we're gonna break it up, but at least this will make this look much more colorful for now, until we get around to actually texturing this area. So pretty. Read any good books lately? No. I haven't really been reading any books. I'm not really a reader. I would love to get back into reading books. Yes, it's a very repetitive texture. We'll fix that later on. But for right now, that's sexy. Like what we'll do is probably add in specific fish scale cobble like lines, or maybe we'll just use it with that. I don't know. We'll probably start it from here. And there will be like little paths through here. Maybe like we'll add like a design or a mosaic in here. That could be really cool. How do you get Minecraft for free? Buy the game. What's your favorite location in The Witcher 3? Whew, that's a hard question, Abraham. I'm gonna have to say without DLC, I would have to say, I mean, my favorite area is Ard Skellige. Skellige is just amazing, beautiful, absolutely, it's such a scenic area. But my favorite place on Skellige is probably the main town of whatever that town name is. I haven't played it in a while. I'm not too good at steampunk, so I can't help a good look. How do you get Minecraft for free? Get for Christmas. Everything's... Yeah, Minecraft is like $30 or something. It's not really that much. I mean, for as much as you end up playing it, this game is very much worth $30. Yeah, Kevin, yeah. I'll get there. And Silver Shinsplint, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Alright, so 8 cylinder, 35, 15, 2, and I'm gonna go 8 tall. Okay, that is pretty good, I guess. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to do with this tower. Does anyone have any specific ideas for this, like, bastion thing that we're building? I'm thinking that the way to get up will be like a little walkway from here that will go across and over. And also I'm planning on having like another little gateway right here, or like an archway. The thing about doing that, however, we're already blocking the line of fire quite a bit from up here. If we put an archway there, there's going to be it's going to create a blind spot. Working on an upgrade to the entrance to the Palace of Crime, Uminum. I was wondering if you had any ideas for what we could do with all of this. Any suggestions? How long ago were the creatures driven out of Abathon after the Dark Ages? Well, I was thinking like the Empire sort of grew to a zenith, and all throughout the growth of the Empire, the humans were banding together to push the creatures out. We still need to come up with a plot and a reason why the creatures were being pushed out. And that it would have to be a pretty significant... Well, begin... How many long ago? Well, there's still, even to the current day, I still want there to be, like, creatures still in Abathon. But for the most part, they're out. Glenn, 1876, thank you for that follow. Welcome. Yeah, sort of like Narnia, Prince Caspian. Or not, yeah, Prince Caspian, yeah. Where all of the Narnians were sort of just, like, in hiding. And then they were just waiting for the prince to come bring them together and all that stuff. A gatekeeper's house. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. And, maybe not. Fill our 218, 10, 10. So this is going to be something of a porch up here, I guess, with a little bit of fortifications. This is all going to be greenery with a little bit of path that's going to come up along here. So, like, the path is going to start... In fact, we can go ahead and start working on the path right now just to get it out of the way. Again, this is all just placeholder. So, don't get all upset about that. Oh, that doesn't look very good. All right, so then the path will just kind of come along here and then back around. And that's kind of how that's going to work. Something like that. Like, do I want this roofed or flat topped? Oh, in fact, actually, we could do something what, like, I have an idea. I need some stuffy majuffy, though. Let's go ahead and grab this. I actually learned this from you, Uminum, this type of roof. It's like just a really soft roof slant. Like on the inside of a tower, and then surrounding it would be the fortifications. I know it's a really simple thing. It's something that, you know, Dukan, how could you not have thought of that? But yeah, something like that, and then the fortifications would be around. Grab some of those, and then the fortifications would be like this. Something like that. Actually, we could do 2 thick fortifications, right? No, we can't. Crap. When is the block wheel coming for the normal players? I can't remember seeing it on the latest update. Wait, what, Cranker? You don't have the block wheel? Everyone has it now. It's default now. Like, everybody has it. Maybe it's because you need to re-download your launcher. That could possibly be it. Maybe you just don't have it yet because you didn't re-download yet. Because you have to re-download the launcher in order for it to work for you. So yeah, just like a little bit of a tower here, and then there would be arrow slits all the way down along. Maybe even arrow slits along this as well, so that way there's just even more places to fire from. And then maybe even a flag on top of that. Because again, we don't want to make things too tall. Because if we make things too tall, we're going to start really... yeah, start causing issues. Like even with this, I don't want to make it too tall. And I don't want to add a cone roof on top of this thing. I'm not even sure what the best way to fortify this is. Like, is this the best way to add fortifications around this, Uminum? What would you say? Or is there a better way, like to add fortifications of 2 or something? Add some of the new roof tiles. Oh, yeah, we do have new brown roof tiles, don't we? So maybe we can actually mix in some of the new brown roof tiles, because we have this roof tile, that roof tile, bloop, bloop, and bloop. Man, it's just awesome. Just check out these new roof tiles we have. I think those 3, and maybe we could use some of these as well. Oh, it's just awesome. So yeah, now we could actually, like, legit add in new roof tiles, because the idea is that maybe like it's just like older variations of the same roof tile. Drop it to the same level as the building beside it and make the fortifications merge. I guess I could do that. But the idea about this is that this is like a stair tower that you would walk down in order to get to this level right here and across. So like you couldn't get down into the tower without going down this stair tower right here. And then everything down below would all be solid. But I don't know. Like even this area, I'm not sure if I want to make it that high. Maybe I think I may go ahead and move this down one or 2 blocks. We'll just see which one works better. I think 1 block, or maybe let's do 2 blocks right now. Move 2. Yeah, moving it down a little bit into, actually, yeah, never mind. Undo. Move 1. Yeah, 1 block is feasible in my opinion. Yeah, that's not too bad. I placed the formation of the Empire around 1984 years ago, which is around 26 years after the Cataclysm. I may move the date sooner, however. The one what's a good number of years ago for when they drove out the creatures from Abathon, in my opinion. Just having shorter crenellations, maybe using even vertical half slabs would work well for the circular towers crenellations. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, for sure. We'll do the vertical slabs. In fact, we don't have vertical slabs for wool. But anyways, as far as formation of the Empire is 1984, which is about 26 years after Cataclysm. Let's say from current day, let's say the majority, like all united alliances of the creatures, like everything from towns, villages, etc., anything that is publicly known would have been driven out or annihilated within probably because they just started their invasion of Arnon, so they would first have to finish their land. You know, first they need to finish conquering Abathon, and then they would begin their invasion. So the invasion of Arnon will have taken at the present day probably within, you know, probably a 15, maybe a 10 year, so far 10 years of invasion. I think that's a pretty realistic, but yeah, I think 10 years. Let's say 10 years from present day is when the creatures were, quote unquote, officially driven out of Abathon. Because if we say within like 100 years or something like that, well, no, maybe 40 years, because then they would have time to recoup gather their forces, and then they would have time to build their massive sea engines to cross the ocean to the other continent for the battle, or to bring their soldiers across. Because, like, my idea, like, I had this idea where the Empire built these massive, like, what I called it back, you know, when I started making this whole story, or this whole, like, lore, it was like battle arcs. And these battle arcs would be propelled by these analog-driven propellers, or not propellers, but like you know, steamships have those massive wheels that scoop up water and then like they turn really fast. But my idea is that those wheels were operated by like many like mules that would be walking, like that would be pushing these, what do you call them? That'd be pushing these gears to propel these massive wheels that would propel the ship through the sea. And then the ship would also have sails and everything, but the main driving force would be the wheels. And then each ship like is massive, so you could imagine like 1,000, 2,000 soldiers on each, not to mention like supplies and their horses and things like that. Black arcs. But anyways, most of you are probably like, what the heck are they even talking about? So this area up here, I'm kind of skeptical about this area. I'm not quite sure if this is really... that there was only 20 years between World War I and World War II. Yeah, load. We're coming up with a lore, or it's like Crine is in the lore. Like Crine is actually, it's a big thing in the lore, but it's like a minor thing in the lore at the same time. Like the Empire encompasses all of Abathon, and Abathon is a massive continent. Now, the funny thing is Umanum and Ithria have been coming up with like the creation of the universe and everything. And it's honestly, it confuses me to all get out. And honestly, I'm just gonna say it out loud, Umanum. It drives me nuts to see what you guys come up with. I mean, I'm just glad that I don't have to come up with that. I just hope that it turns out that everything ends up matching up, that we can all agree on everything. But so far, it seems like we're agreeing on stuff. I'm just saying that 40 years would be a long time for a lull between wars of two civilizations. That's true, Lowclaw. Yeah, so yeah, I guess 10 to 20 years would probably be a good time period then. Because that's actually a pretty logical thing you're saying right there, Load. But yeah. Anyways. Let's get back to building. Let's try to figure out what we're going to do here. We're going to have a lion here. I still want to figure out what to do with this. I'm not happy with it. I bet you guys haven't heard that before. These lighting bugs annoy the crap out of me. But yeah, maybe a 20-year lull between wars. Can you show off that sort of corner that looks new? This corner over here? Still needs a lot of work, but the idea is that this is just some sort of place where the generals can prepare for war, like, you know, prepare the men for war. Also, this is new over here, a little addition to the outside of the barracks, a little bit more of a, like a curtain wall kind of deal. Yeah, and I wanted to make this a little bit more... I definitely wanted to work on this a lot more. But the thing is, I am not happy with all of this. I'm happy with all of this. But everything, all this orange wall right here, I'm kind of having a hard time being happy with it. Don't need the how complete thing. Just want to know what we've done so far. I just don't know what to do with it. Maybe what we could do is just have a sheer drop off, like right at the edge. I just don't know. I mean, there has to be a better way of doing this. See, the thing is, though, the thing that I'm just kind of worried about is the main entrance into this hall is right here, which I guess we could change. We could make the main entrance into the hall over here instead. Take this building out. Also, we could adjust this wall and everything so that you would walk into the Great Hall from this side, which honestly I think would work a whole lot better than it being over here. Because then we could just put massive windows here on the end, and it could be a greater, like a far more impressive show of might looking out here. Because when you look at this, you know, you kind of expect to see big windows and stuff like that. Speaking of which, it's gonna be a lot crazier than what it is right now. But yeah, maybe what we need to do is go ahead and remove all of this. Another thing that also is sticking out to me, I guess it'll change once we get that area done, but the transition between all of this and this up here, like this tower dwarfs anything else in the castle. I like the tower, but it's massive. And hey, Unparalleled Gaming, how you doing? Make it pretty straight like those slanted pillars holding up a wall up at the bottom. Make it pretty straight like those slanted pillars holding up the wall at the bottom. You mean the buttresses? And you have it straight going across? Oh, I have an idea. What if we do a Minas Tirith type of thing, and it's like a triangle, and the middle would be like right here, and then it would go back. I don't know. No, that still wouldn't work. Let's just, like, test this. No, I don't want to try that. Be propelled from the steam engine that is taken from the dwarves as the Empire was driven out in the fantasy land. If you have any logistic, technical, intelligence problems, dwarven magic machines is a great... That's true, but I'm trying to avoid the whole, like... technology thing. You're right, but I guess it's kind of hard to avoid generalizations and generic storyline or generic things. Like dwarves would be pretty generic, I guess. 1 second, I got a text. Maybe a curved, maybe a convex curve, a convex. So something like this. All right, so let's just do a little bit of sketching right now. Parker, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Let's go ahead and do this actually. Twos. No, we want to do ones. One all the way out for a little bit. In fact, I think it's best for us to start at sort of a middle point. So start right about here, maybe. Can you set the server's time to either 3400 or 8200? I don't like the shadows perfectly aligning with the world's axis. Time set 3400. Since we're on this side, time set 8200. There we go. So that way we get a little bit of light over here. All right, so this is the middle, so that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then it's gonna come out again, 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1. So it's kind of rounded, but do we like that? Because as they invade, they will take the best of their conquests and add it to their war machine. I like the triangle idea. See, whatever we do... See, I think if we just do all this, it's going to kind of look like a blob. Whereas if we try to follow, like, the buildings that it's built on, I think we'll have a better effect. Honestly, we should probably try to take inspiration from Mont St. Michael. But I'm not sure. Whatever we do, we need to fix that, like, now, because it's bothering me. Invert the curve, so you're something like that. Oh, you're talking about something like this. Like, comes out, curves in, comes back out. Don't like it being round. Maybe what we could do is make this more of a, like a V. So we can make this something more like this. Let's keep bringing it in a little bit, and then we'll come in by 2s. Let's go ahead and bring this out. This is rough because this is gonna really put a... If we do this, it's gonna really build into that. We don't want to do that. Whatever we do, we need to keep in mind what we've already built down here. Because if we go into that too much, it's going to really start cramping and crowding everything. Like, I assume they began their wars with creatures after about 40 to 100 years after formation. There's a window of 1980 years. So they're definitely not begin immediately. Yeah. The wall, make the path convex. The lines clash between them. This guy reminds me of the Candy Kingdom from Adventure Time. I think what I need to do is just go ahead and destroy this. None, brush, sphere, air, 4. We're gonna go ahead and knock away this whole thing so that we can get a better idea of what we're working with. This will help us think a little bit better. Before, it was just kind of like, we felt like we had to follow the lines. It's kind of like when you're coloring in a coloring book. Like, you feel like you have to follow the lines. You know, that's the whole purpose of a coloring book, is you're supposed to follow the lines. So, in order to avoid that, you gotta take the lines away. And then start from scratch. So that way you can have a fresh mindset. There we go. Now let's go ahead and take some of this. All right, what's your idea, Uminum? Brush sphere 1, 5. We're gonna go ahead and just throw in a few spheres of stone. Just to fill that region up a little bit. See the purple crenellations along the top of that plaza area on the outside? What if the second lower area where it was lowered a lot more, and then on top of sort of some of where the purple is a square building partway along? Sort of have an outbuilding at an angle against the causeway coming out the big tower at an angle. Okay, so you're saying build a angled structure. Not sure if I want to make a 45 or a 30, or what was it? Yeah, 45 or a 15 degree angle. I feel like it would have to be a 45 degree angle. Let's go ahead and just knock all this out. This will give us a better idea of what we're working with. Softer angle. Okay, so a 15-degree angle. I definitely don't want to go by 2s. That is a very confusing thing. Make Trump proud. All right, let's start from here. No, let's start from there. Let's go out to here. Let's just outline the area we have to work with first. Well, actually, we want to make sure that this is a little bit back so we can have some proper buttresses. All right, so we have till there, and then this can come out, kind of. I'm just right now outlining sort of the area we have to work with. So, you're saying build some sort of structure along here. If I were to make an angled structure, it's going to cut into our designated, like, lion statue areas. Is that what we want to do? Uminum and that one girl I forgot the name of seem to have great suggestions. Their builds must be amazing. You mean Ithria? Ithria is a really good builder, so is Uminum. They're both really good builders. They put poor Dukan to shame. Poor Dukan. Alright, so at this point, what should we do now? Maybe we should build a building right here. Like maybe this should all be a building right here, like the edge of a building, and then it should come out to here, come across like so. So that way this area is a little bit more filled up, I guess. Could do this. It's not even a big building, but it's, you know, just a building that we can work with. Something like that. And maybe that could actually be stables or something. It does encroach into the courtyard a little bit in here, but we already have a massive courtyard over here. So maybe this courtyard could be like, this could be entrance for the stables. This could be the Boyer, the Boyer range or the bow shooting range. Maybe in this could be, I don't know. Those are the nice floral boxes. You can put me to shame because I don't build as often. I don't build as often either there, Uminum. There's just the illusion that I build often. I build slow. I'm a slow builder. Slow. Okay, so what do I do now? I have no clue. What do I do? Shame all the way through crying for making it too big, even though he told us it was going to be a small project. Yes, this is a small project. Here, let me give you a view of small project. Is there any views that I could show? That is like shows you that's a small project. There we go. That's all of Crine right there. It's not too big, right? It's like just a few buildings. And then you go up into the sky. And then you look down. And then you see all of this. And then you realize that's pretty big. Okay. MedTech, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. And also, oh, I'm sorry, no, it's Cavalry that's saying they're leaving. All right. South Wall of Crine. When's the last time I worked on the South Wall of Crine? You mean back here? Wait, South Wall of Crine. What do you mean? What do you mean the South Wall of Crine? Is there any way to render it all at once? I think. Definitely on 32 render distance there is. But I found that this angle right here, you can kind of get in the donjon. But here's the angle, I think, to screenshot crying at for progress. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna make the next screenshot of crying. Right there. So anyways, we need to keep working on this. This up here. Dude, when was the last time you worked on the south wall? Oh, this wall. It's been a while. I still do like how this looks over here. I think that looks pretty good. It does need a little bit of updating, but it looks nice. This right here needs a lot of work. I like this area quite a bit. Just need that probably is gonna go right there. But I still need to work on this area, and I'm kind of at loss at the moment. At the moment. Yeah, what I am going to do is take the entrance out from right here, and we're going to switch that around to the other side so that we can have more windows in this. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this really quick. And we're going to readjust pretty much all of this area now because it's just necessary. We're gonna remove that gate here. Get oil can. Well then what about another small project in survival? It's only gonna take a few decades. Yes. Only a few decades. I'm still kind of worried. I still don't know what to do with right here. I don't know what to do right here. In and out, up and down. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and follow the curve of this. So that way we have not only more room over here, but we also... You know, this just needs to be a few battlements up here. But there should be some sort of epicness as well, so we'll see what happens. Okay, whatever. So, we have to start from somewhere, so we'll start from there. But if it comes in... No. Let's go by fives then. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 5. If you have the money and the possibility, would you build stuff like crying in real life? Huh. No. That would drive me too much crazy. That would drive me crazy. And then I think what we could do here is maybe we could just end it, like, say right about here. Make this like a right angle. I'm not an architect. All I am is a Minecrafter. Now, if I studied architecture and I actually was any good at it, there's a possibility. But other than that, no. We're just gonna have to figure out what to do on the front of here if we're going to do anything. In fact, he can never get with a solid idea. Yes. Well, not build it yourself, but plan it out and make others do it. No, Kurgan, that's not my kind of thing. And honestly, I can't even answer that question. Honestly. There's no really honest answer. I mean, obviously, if I had the money, the motivation, and the ability to do so, I would, do it. But there's a lot of things to consider. However, I don't have any of that. I don't have any skills or any of the requirements in order to make that happen. Cedric, thank you for that follow, and welcome to the Red Clan. I appreciate that. All right, so now we can put some pretty solid buttresses on the outside of that, and it doesn't encroach out here very much, or at all. I do believe that there needs to be some sort of... Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, so we have that there. And then we can have a lower section as well with more crenellations. This is just an idea. This is like, bleh, whatever. This is just me just throwing ideas out there at the moment. That's pretty much me on really any day. Dang it. Okay. All right. Then what would you do if an architect came to you and asked you if he could build something you made? I would say, haha, you're joking. Or no, you know, why are you scamming me or something like that. That would be my literal reaction. Stop trying to stroke my ego, Kurgan. Anyway, stack 50 minus A. All right, so this way we have 2 layers. Can you please at least make a rough design of the terrain behind the chapel? Well, it's not the chapel, it's the Great Hall. Or it's the, like, Holy Hall thing. But yeah, I think that's just gonna be terrain, a rock build up to that. And then we're gonna go ahead and build this up a little bit more. I was flying around Kine earlier, and I thought that the general silhouette of the castle would benefit from making that big tower a bit taller. Making this taller? Seriously? Goodness. No, I see the thing, I'm struggling at the moment just how big it is compared to the rest of the castle. But like I said, once we finish that section, I might feel a little bit better with it. Or a little bit better. Because it just, there needs to be, like, it needs to progress. Like, when there's just a sudden change in, like, sizing of everything. Like, see, between that, like, these buildings on the palace are just enormous. Hey there, Dookie. Welcome to the stream. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in real quick. All right, so that fill our thing, where is it? Where is it? There we go. I'm gonna do 15. And then what do I wanna do here? Stack 20 minus A. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and fill R. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing right here. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. There we go. This right here won't be a massive gate. That's just old now. So now we'll have 2 levels of fortifications. Did you ever realize that you made castles that would fit in the courtyard of Grind? Yep. I know Courtier would fit there. Wolffang would probably fit all right there. Redguard would probably fit inside one of these towers. That's actually a fun concept, Kurgan. How do I access the block wheel? Press C. Hold down C on any block and you'll get your wheel. The C command. C as in cat. All right, anyways, let me go ahead and fill this up. 35.2. All right, that's a little bit better. So from this point, my idea is, I'm not sure if I want to have extended fortifications on this point. Maybe what we could do is just make them straight up. So let me grab some of the purple blocks. And it would be 2 high all the way along. A little bit different fortifications. I'm not sure if we should maintain the style of the Crine fortifications or if doing this is sufficient. I don't know, but we'll just keep working on this and see what it looks like. Oh, actually, this is supposed to never... Yeah, it's a little bit too small for me to do what I was thinking about doing. All right, so there is some fortifications up there, some real big fortifications. Is Seabridge's founding essentially the marker for the Renaissance of the Empire? And if so, does around 100 years ago sound right for the official start of the Empire's Renaissance? Try too wide and too tall. Too wide and too tall. So you're saying like this? Wait, that's 3. Dang it! It's a little bit better now. 2, 2, 2. But yeah, Seabridge would be just, you know, that would be like, I guess that would have been established like before the actual invasion would have started. I do think that looks pretty good. If so, does that around 100 years ago sound right for the official start of the Empire's Renaissance? Honestly, we're gonna have to discuss Renaissance, like what we're actually like sort of referring to. Are we talking about like feather hats, like a rebirth of art kind of deal? Is that what you're referring to with Renaissance? Like in terms of technology, or like, you know, the armor style was more, you know, fancy kind of deal. Is that kind of what you're talking about when you're saying Renaissance, Uminum? But yeah, guys, if this lore that Uminum, Ithrian, and I ever gets finished, we'll be one step closer to making Seabridge Part 2. Or Seabridge Mark 2. And it would be a community project. And honestly, if these plans do ever become what I have in my mind, it'll be the biggest, it'll be bigger than really any project you guys have ever seen before. But we're talking about a matter of years. We're not talking about months. We're not talking about weeks. We're not talking about even years close. So you guys always like to hear my future plans, and there you go. But it's a long time to come. Well, I would start a new Seabridge. I don't like how the old one was. The rebirth of the art movement and international trade makes that age. Also technological progress, taking precedent of religion, humanist ideals, and sort of stuff. Yes. In terms of plans, yes. Medtech. But in terms of if it's going to be actually, if it's going to actually happen, I am going to say it's most likely not going to happen. I mean, we might get the lore done, but see, a lot of it depends on, well, at least for me, like, you know, there will be people to carry it on, of course. You know, Uminum, Ithria, and I were, well, mainly Uminum and Ithria, they're going crazy on the lore, but, you You know, it's the kind of lore that if it is done, it's not just gonna lay around and, you know, just sit there. It's gonna be used by someone someday, if not, you know, a group that I'm associated with. All right, so let's go ahead and build some stuff up here. None, brush sphere 1, 3. And we're gonna go ahead and build up some terrain so that Mr. Skillywags doesn't bite my head off. I like my head. It is, well, it could be a better head, but it is what it is. What time is it? It is 8:47. If I had voxel, I would make that terrain sexy, but I don't have voxel, so who will? All right, let's just go ahead and make all of this back into red Candyland. This will be the red food coloring on the peppermint. Or on the candy cane. There we go. We should put some white in here. Stack 21 to say, I guess. I don't know. All right, so now that seems a little bit more legit. A little bit more legit. This is gonna need a lot of work. I do like the new causeway coming up. That's all pretty sexy. Kind of skeptical about all of this right here at this point. I do like this. We need to add in some proper buttresses, however. I really do prefer the Great Hall sheer like that. Yeah, I'm going to knock some of this away. We're gonna do brush sphere, brush sphere air 2. It's a little bit smaller. But let's just go ahead and make this a little bit more sheer of a cliff. So that way down here, maybe we can use it for something. Maybe even putting a crevice right here. That would be really interesting, right? Hey there, Mart. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what if this was a crevice leading down in between, and then there would be a wall in between? So like this would just be a sheer drop off, and the crevice would, I guess, start back here. So this would be sort of like a deep thingy that leads down into the sea. Could add a little bit of a little defense here on this side. Obviously, it's going to be better shape than that, but you guys are getting the idea. Of that lower orange building. Looks like a good place for a tower by the inner corner. Yeah, that's what this black thing was. This was a tower at one point, which we're gonna have to do again. So yeah, then this causeway would go like right along the edge of the cliff, and then back inside. Well, it wouldn't make sense for a waterfall, Dookie, because there's really no place for a lot of water to collect. You know, this isn't like a mountain range. This is just like an island. This is just an archipelago, like a small archipelago at that. I have no clue, Kurgan. That's the awesome thing about fantasy, isn't it? You can do whatever you want. I'm not a roll. I'm not an Umunim. I'm not whoever else builds realistically. I am a Dukan. And that's the best I can give you. Oh, you have a black tower just got destroyed. Yes. You're watching the stream upside down? Oh, you're watching on your phone? Okay. I could really be using some voxel right now. That would be awesome. Alright, how long have we been streaming? 2 hours so far. I think I'm going to go for 1 more hour. Actually, probably 30 more minutes. I'm planning on going to the gym tonight. To the gym. The gym. The green tide. Oh, you're not homing at the moment? Okay. Yeah, I think the best thing to do for terrain is just wait till I have voxel again, because otherwise we're just going to be making the terrain very blobby. It's not going to turn out very nice, etc. And I would very much prefer to make some good terrain. Well, again, some Dukan terrain at that. All right, there we go, whatever. Are there any other archers besides the cobblestone ones? Yes, Murkrow. There's arches for pretty much everything. See, here's arch for that. You press C and you can get arches for everything almost. Official, JC, thank you for that follow. Welcome. Okay, I think that is a good sketch of what we want to do. Next thing I'm going to work on is this thing right here. Let me go ahead. What is this? That's the wrong thing. All right. Mask 1. So that way it'll just mask the stone. So we can just take all that out. Perfect. Now we can go from there to there. Stack 10 minus A. And now we're going to be building in some buttresses. So 3. We want 3 spaces in between, so another 3 right there. 3. That's a 4 space, so 3 right there. You want buttresses on pretty much every space. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What do you guys think about that? So now I can take it from there to there. Stack 20 minus A. Now we're gonna go here. So 20 minus A, I guess. And I guess we'll go down 1 more. Wait, actually, no. We need to make that a little bit lower. And we can't just do that with world edit, so we're gonna go down to about there, I guess, right? Would you say about right there, maybe? How many castles like this one would the Empire have? Well, this one is the castle of... Well, this was not officially built by the Empire. This was simply built by, it's a region that's very, very rich. If you have read the Crying Lore, which I doubt you have, in fact, it's probably not worth it because there's so much I need to change on it. But, with that being said, in this archipelago, it's kind of like Castle Rock. It's full of gold. And the gold is what finance the construction of this this place. And so we're gonna have lots of gold mines underneath at some points, whenever, if ever, I get around to that. And so this was built like, you know, this was built before it was conquered, or not conquered, this was never conquered, but before they agreed to join the Empire. It was built before that. Well, at least for the most part it was. But there would be a lot of castles, or like palaces at least, of semi-similar size, I guess. But for the most part, it's, you know, smaller castles and things. Also, this castle is, well, the city itself around it is the staging point, or is the official staging point for the Empire's invasion of Arnon. So they would use this as a place to set off. Well, at least the surrounding areas. We're not going to have like massive docks for the battle arcs here. Like there would be ships and trade and everything, and then they would go to Seabridge, which is in the middle. Seabridge would be the resupply area. Also, that's where they would, you know, it's like a midway point. So they would pick up slaves, bring them back, stuff like that. But this is the official from Abathon. This is the set-off point for the Empire's invasion. So that they don't have to sail for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. Because the Imperial capital is set in something like it's a landlocked, like sort of like the Mediterranean Sea, with the only outlet being a small strait. And it's pointed the opposite direction as the direction of where Arnon is. So if the Empire were to set off their fleets from their capital, they would have to go all the way out the strait and all the way around the continent and back around. Well, my idea, Umanum, was there's going to be a city all the way around it with a large buffer zone in between, like maybe some kind of like special bit of terrain. Like maybe what we'll do is we'll break up the terrain a lot more. Like we'll make it sort of like, you know, little sea stacks all over the place, and it'll be like really broken up, like really almost impossible terrain except for the bridges that lead out. And then on the outside of that would be the city all the way around Crine. And then there would be docks up the coast there, docks down the coast here. And then obviously this would be like a major trading area. Just put the city in one of the towers. I'll never live it down, so I'm used to it by now. I'm used to it. All right, so anyways, let's get down to, I think this is the middle? Yeah, this is the middle. 8-cylinder, 35, 15, 4, 30. That's too big. We gotta do a 3. Let's do a 330. Yes. That's better. Wait, what? Dang you! I guess I could have, whatever. Okay, tower, whoop. Just put the city in towers in space. Have like palace garden, like fields around the castle and the buffer zone, in my opinion. Yeah, like each of the, there could be like little, like, you know, it could be like larger land bits, like maybe like, you know, that big, etc. And then on top of those could be like gardens and things. And like, I was just thinking it'd be kind of neat to have all kinds of little islands like that all the way around. And they're not even that tall. They're just all sort of broken up. Or they would be all broken up. And then the castle is built on the largest of the islands leading out to sea here. Yeah, that's not too bad. And I believe by the end of the week, we will have finished up this whole area. I think I'm going to keep working on this, but I think for tonight, we're coming up on... Actually, no, we still got about 20 minutes of streaming left in, I think. We can keep going. I'll stream for a little bit longer. And a canal surrounding that for ultimate grandeur. Oh, I see what you're saying. Interesting idea. I really wish we still had CS. This is remnants of us using the CS commands. Oh well. All right, Kurgan, thanks for stopping by. Till the next time, we'll see ya. Hopefully we don't have to do curved rows next time. Kurgan will yell at me again. You get so angry. You angry, brah. Alright, anyways. There. To there. Stack 10 minus A. And... not sure what I want to do from there. Also, this is going to have to really be fixed, but... ugh. So much terrain to do. But we're getting a good idea. I like... what do you guys think about this? Actually, let's do these roofs really quick. Let's figure out exactly what this is going to be. Also, everyone was saying that it would look better if all the roofs are brown. But I think what we can do is probably go with some other color, like maybe just do a little bit browner, like this color right here. 238.6. And that's 231.1, so we're gonna do position 1. To position 2, we're gonna do replace 231.1 with 238.6. Maybe that's a little bit too brown, would you guys say? Maybe it's a little bit too much of a yeah, let's try another one. Let's try this one right here. That's 237.12. Oops, undo. And we want to do 237.12. I don't know, it's still a little bit too much. There's this one right here. It's just a very slight difference. 237.14. It's not as mesmerizing. I don't know, that's not too bad. It's not too crazy. See, people were arguing in the last episode saying that it didn't make sense to have black tiles in the castle because usually everything would be the same roof color, right? So you really think that I should have mixed in darker colors throughout the castle? Is that what you guys are saying? Should there be more of this? Because the only reason I was doing that is because people were complaining about it last time. Having more tile colors looks way better than what they're talking about. Oh, okay. I guess what we could do is go ahead and start roofing this area in. I need to do something special with this tower. Let me look up some inspiration. I guess we could do... this is going to be a turret of sorts, so stack 15 minus A. I don't know. And then we're going to do stack 30 minus A. So we have a pretty solid tower right there. There to there. Walls 35, 14, and then we're gonna do stack 30 minus A. There we go. All right, so we have a tower there. So what we're gonna put here, because we don't want the same tower here as we have there. Maybe we could have another 4 turret design kind of deal. Variety is the key. Okay. I'm very easy to bend to your will. I have always been a very carefree, very carefree builder. Like, that's just how I am. I don't have like a specific idea in my mind, and then, you know, I just want to go with that. It's either my way or the highway kind of deal. That's not me. I like to have fun with you guys, as I'm sure you guys are aware. All right, and I guess we should do a little roofy roof. I need some brown or some yellow. I need some yellow. There we go, a little bit of a roofy roof right there. All right, so now stack 15 minus A. Yes, very carefree when it comes to building. I don't know if that's a quality or if that's a curse, or if that's like, you know, a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. What do you guys think? Will be better taller to fit better to the tall great hall by them. So you think these would do better being much taller? Okay. But what kind of buildings? Like, let's think about style of the building really quick. Do you think something like this? Well, I guess we should more take inspiration from over here, because this is what Crine's gonna look like. I think I'm gonna be redoing this right here. This is the most finished version of Crine. I kind of like this area in here probably the most. It's a good thing the results speak to that. Yeah, something more like this, I guess. High-class dorms. A pre-planned Crine is inspiring me making a Candyland and Alice in Wonderland build. Maybe some red brick involved. Okay, how much taller do you think, Uminum? How much taller should this be? Because I'm not sure if I want to go like crazy tall on this. Because remember, the roofs is going to really make a difference. Let's just go with a basic design right now, and then we can change it up later if we want. I need some brown. Okay, the brown will be the red brick. Now that might be a little bit tall, but we could have like stables in here. Possibly. Or 3 large entrances, I guess, like that. Those could go into something. Maybe this could all be a porch in here. So like there could be archways kind of like this, and maybe there would be too thick there, or not. This is where it gets kind of annoying to work with, because it would be nice to have these as too thick right there as well, but they're only 1 thick. Yes, this is my Bugatti garage. That's right. Yeah, it's right, man. All right. But anyways, yeah, all of this is going to be barracks stuff in here. And like I had said before, this is all going to be like practice area, and like, you know, they can shoot arrows in here and stuff. Do their thing. But like all this up here would be a place for stuff. You know you need that stuff. Alright, anyways. 2. 1 there, and we have a 3 in the middle. The porch, I guess, would be up to... I guess that'd be a good place for the porch to be, so something like that. How large of an army does the castle have? I'm gonna say probably 500 men. I would put the top height of the roof maybe a block or so above the walking height of the upper platform, which connects to the top. Yeah, got a lot of special blocks now for those pillars. The Ducon is true. I would put the top height of the roof maybe a block or so above the walking height of the upper platform, which connects to the upper bailey. Which you would make this building as tall as that? It doesn't have big enough foundation for that. Is that what you were suggesting, though, is making it that big? That'd be massive. But one thing I want to do is go ahead and build up this. That would be massive. I'd have to make this building like another 6 blocks wide or something. Alright, and then this would go up in 2s. So this will give you a better idea of what the height of the building is going to be. Two, 2, and 2. I mean, that's still pretty big. I mean, granted, the Great Hall is, like, huge. Maybe what we could do is build a wall going across here, maybe connecting from there. And then there'd be a little doorway right here. Or maybe not even a doorway into the cliff, but maybe just like a little wall right there with like an arch underneath. Like, that would be massive. Moose, there's a lot of things to cringe about when I speak. That is just me. 5, I say. That is who you are subscribed to. And then that could be a proper little thingamajiggy right there. I know what you have is excellent. You want the Great Hall to tower over everything. One thing I do want to do, though, is figure out what I'm going to do with all of this. This is kind of annoying. I guess we're only going to have a stone in on that side. Patreon. I know what you have is accident, but that crease between the stables and the Patreon hall. This right here? What's wrong with it? I think you should keep that little hole as a way to kind of peek out. As a way to peek out. Confused. Confused. What? What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting? I don't understand. Choose if everything lead up is the basis and someone increasing in height or somewhat similar height to the hall. I know, that's exactly what I was thinking, Ubinum, is the same idea. It's like everything is kind of small. Like, you know, that looks at this at this viewpoint, that looks like a dollhouse compared to like a normal house. And that's something that I'm really kind of worried about. Like, if that were the gatehouse right here, it wouldn't be so bad. Like, I feel almost I should just copy and paste that gatehouse over here. Just rotate it. Not entirely, just put it up higher to the tower so the view isn't blocked at all. So you're saying put this higher? Something like that. Also, it would be neat if that was like directly in the middle right there, but asymmetry is cool, right? You kept a little crevice, maybe not as big, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep this crevice here. That's the plan. The thing is, though, that I'm struggling with right now is figuring out how to like smoothly transition from all of this up to all of that. I guess technically I could really upscale this gatehouse. I mean, I do have the room. Let me just throw out an idea. Everyone's like, oh no. Here we go again. Alright, so that's gonna come out 1. Okay. Comes out to there. Maybe not as far. Maybe something like that. When Ducon says upscale. Alright, we don't want to come too far. Maybe to right there. We're just doing a little test. Alright, so from there to there. Walls 35, 14. Alright, so now we're gonna do stack 50 minus A. Stack 10 minus A. So now that would proportionalize everything. Isolate field to them. If you made those back buildings larger in the back, it would help visually. We're just making happy little additions. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's bigger, yes, but if we do that, it's going to transition. Like, we're gonna have a natural transition from this point. Happy little additions. Yes, we want the tower here to have a friend. You know, he has friends to his right side, but we also need friends to his left side, and so we need a friend there. And so by building this, there's a friend. But now we're going to have to really sexy it up if we do this. I have a few ideas for this, but nah. More additions. Bigger. Bigger. And it's still on the inside of that, so we're still good with that. Stack 50 minus A. There we go. Almost make that area you're working on all scaled up together and made it like its own segment, which would have been added at once. Literally to help the skyline of the castle, which was often a renovation to actual castles. Yeah. Well, anyways, I think that this is a great place to end the stream. We've made quite a bit of progress today, actually. If we go with Uminum says, we're going to be doing a lot of upscaling over here as well, which is going to probably make me rather anxious, making all that a little bit larger, but we will see what happens. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. As you're going to get carried away. I love the addition. I've never gotten to this point without them. Still be a castle on a hill. Alright, but anyways, I really enjoyed this stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really had fun. And we will come back to some more Crine later this week and get some more done. So have a great night, guys. Great day wherever you're from. I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.